Some of the most successful men that I meet who are genuinely busy running a business, maybe they have family with kids, often say,
I'm too busy to focus on my diet to lose weight.
and I understand that from a lifestyle point of view, from a schedule point of view. However, I was watching a video recently with Eddie Hall, who's one of the strongest men in the world, and he was showing his diet, what he eats in a day. And it's pretty crazy seeing the amount of food, the amount of steak and carbs and proteins and stuff that he would eat. And even at a particular point in time, he would be eating a family-sized cheesecake in order to get enough calories in to just maintain his weight and build a bit more muscle and potentially put on more weight. And I took a step back and thought, hang on, this guy is spending more and more and more time, way more time than anyone else, eating food in order to put on weight and maintain his muscle as a strong man. Now, of course, business owners, CEOs, professional men, myself, we don't want to be strong men, but that's besides the point. What really matters is if someone says to me, I'm too busy to focus on my diet to lose weight, the first thing I think of is, well, how did you gain the weight? Because if you've looked at as many diets in MyFitnessPal food logs that I have over the past 9 years, you would see a pattern that men who are overweight, men who are in the obese category, which is over 30% body fat, are they eating one meal a day? No. Are they eating 2 meals a day? No. Are they eating 3 meals a day? Definitely 3. Are they eating 4? Yes. 5? Yes. Some even 6. So on the average, it's 4 to 6 times a day that men are eating in order to become overweight, to become obese. Because if they weren't eating 4 to 6 times a day, they wouldn't actually be eating enough calories to become obese. So my point is, to become obese in the first place, to gain weight, we have to be spending more time eating food. I'm too busy, yet I'm spending more time eating more food versus spending less time eating less food, which is ultimately what a diet comprises of. A good diet will have you eating less food, but eating the right foods that keep you full and energized for longer so you can perform when you work out, build muscle and not feel hungry all the time. Ultimately, you have to eat less food, which means you're going to be spending less time eating food. Therefore, regardless of how busy you are, you're actually saving time by losing weight. And this is important because if you are eating 3 meals a day and you are super busy, and the busiest guys I've ever worked with, guys who are on planes practically every week almost, who have kids, who have hundreds of staff all around the globe, they still eat 3 times a day. So it's not about how many meals you're eating. It's about what's on your plate. So it doesn't matter how busy you are. Even if you're Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk, you're still going to be eating 3 or 4 times a day. So that time doesn't change. It's just the food that's on your plate changes. This is what's really important, not to just blindly follow any popular diets that gurus are saying, eat this, or you see somebody on a podcast and they felt great eating carnivore, so now they're telling everyone to eat carnivore. It's not about that. It's about figuring out what foods that you need to eat that's going to get your body lean, fit, and healthy without you sacrificing more time. If anything, saving more time because you're going to be eating less food and you're not going to be having more meals, you're going to be having less meals in order to achieve those results. So next time you hear somebody say, or even if you hear yourself say, I'm too busy to focus on my diet, to stop and think, well, how often am I actually eating? And if I actually reduced the time I was eating, wouldn't that save you time and make it easier to lose weight? Guarantee it will. This is why in my program, first thing we do is look at lifestyle before throwing anyone into a diet. I need to understand what your life looks like, what your routine looks like, so that when you start inserting and implementing different meals, we know it's actually going to work and fit in with your schedule without wasting any time and ultimately saving you time because you're eating less food and only the food that you need to eat to get the results that you want to achieve.